Buenos días, estamos hoy aquí con Yuya Takahashi. Él es profesor del Departamento de Economía de la Universidad de Johns Hopkins University y viene hoy a contarnos un poquito acerca de la enseñanza de la economía a estudiantes, obviamente de pregrado y maestría. El profesor Yuya es invitado del Banco de la República y el Departamento de Economía de la Universidad Icesi, así que vamos a darle la bienvenida a Yuya. Okay, Yuya, so I've titled our interview Thinking About Economics, a couple of your views on the state of economics as a discipline. So the first question I'm going to address is the following. From your point of view, do you think the discipline of economics has been more or less inclusive of heterodox approaches in the past 10 to 15 years? And if so, how important do you think this has been to study some of the issues at hand?
It's probably true. In the last 10 to 15 years or even 20 years, different fields such as sociology or this kind of behavioral economics has been more important and then more used now in analysis of economic analysis that we do. And I think this is certainly important to analyze some economic questions which is related to, say, social problem, sociology, and then these are very different kind of approach, but that's even why these two or three different disciplines can complement each other, right? Yeah. So I think it's going to be more important in the future. I myself don't work on that, but I can certainly see that those interdisciplinary study is going to be more important.
Now, our second question is the following. It is unlikely that many students you teach will become researchers. In general, students are most definitely interested in the practical aspects of economics. Do you face major challenges when teaching students that those abstract theories they hear about in class, of course, can be applied to understand and analyze real problems?
Sometimes it's really difficult to motivate students to learn some theory that I write down on the blackboard because it sounds like not really like a real world problem. That's why in class I always try to put real world examples which they can actually see in their real life. Okay. Yeah, so that's it's definitely difficult sometimes, but I try to deal with it. And I think economics definitely helps to think about something in real life. I mean, for example, when politicians say something like, "Oh, we should cut tax, and then people are gonna have more money." If that sounds true, but you should stop and think, and then think if it's true based on some economic theory you learn in class. So I would say that economics will be helpful.
So basically what you're saying is, because my second question was going to be, well, if you do face these problems, which you said that you just said that you do, would you care to share any experiences you've had dealing with these challenges? And I think that basically you already answered that question, right? By saying that you, basically try to bring real life examples and include applications in your classroom to back your theory, right?
Right. And then whenever I hear something on news or on newspaper, I stop and think if it's true based on what I learned in class. So hopefully students will do the same thing after taking my class. Yes.
Great. So I'm going to wrap this up with our last question, and it says as follows. I wouldn't go so far as to say that economists have been bullied by some of the other social sciences on the following subject, but do you believe that by focusing on rational choice models in our core curricula, we have been indoctrinating students at the expense of, public-mindedness?
So you are saying that this rational choice may be incompatible with this kind of public service, like mindset kind of thing?
Definitely, that's the question. Yeah.
I see. That sounds true, but it's not exactly true because I think that this kind of a rational choice model can even incorporate that kind of public mindedness. For example, we can think about utility which we get from donation or contribution, right? And then based on that, we're gonna make a best decision or a decision that I like the most, which is not inconsistent with public service like a mindset, I think. So the answer is no. I think we can actually, reconcile these two things in a reasonable way. So starting from this simple rational model is a good starting point. Yes.
Well, that's all we've got for today. Muchas gracias a Yuya Takahashi y nos encantó tenerlo. Gracias.
Thank you.